What is going on, you vinyl vixens? I'm Chris, and today on Nostalgia Dig, short one, we're going to be unboxing a couple of pop vinyls that I got in mail. Just two, but good ones. So if you've watched any of my videos, you know that I am a fan of Marvel, and especially comic book Marvel. That is the collection that I'm focusing on, because if you don't focus a pop vinyl collection, it gets out of hand really quick, because they make literally everything. Everything that you know. They probably have pop vinyls of your neighbors at this point and your family. So I'm focusing in on Marvel comic book stuff. I'm still getting other things too, but that's my lane right now. So without further ado, let's dig in. Okay. This first one is Annihilus. It is a Walgreens exclusive. Marvel villain, has not been in any movies or TV shows yet. I expect that he will be at some point, maybe when the Fantastic Four come around, because Fantastic Four deal with Annihilus quite often. He's not solely their villain, but the way their stories fit in with each other pretty well. He is like the ruler of the negative zone, which is like another multiverse or another dimension that is doesn't seem like a very nice place. Especially if you have this guy as your ruler. There's a lot of bugs there, a lot of big scary bug creatures, and he is in charge of all of them. Sometimes sends them through a portal to our dimension to try to take over this dimension, and he, of course never fully succeeds, but he's a force to be reckoned with for sure. And on top of that, he just looks awesome. Like, look at him. He's got that classic green and purple villain color scheme that I love. You think about a lot of villains that also have that, classic villains that use those colors, a lot of them, when you really start to think about it. And he's just got the wings and his mechanical looking choppy teeth. He's great. And I am super happy to have an Annihilus pop vinyl. I'm glad that they're getting to these. Like, they're not like the biggest names. It's, he's not on Doctor Doom level or Thanos level, but he's been around a long time, and I'm glad that Funko is getting to making these guys. I do, like I said before, I expect to see Annihilus in the MCU at some point, maybe down the road a little bit, but for now, very happy to have him, comic book version of him, as pop vinyl. And the second one we have, I already know who it is, and I'm super excited. I believe originally was also a Walgreens exclusive. Sometimes Funko's online store sells pops that were previously exclusives to other stores or retailers. So that's what this was. I ended up getting it from the Funko store. And we have Elsa Bloodstone. Oh yeah, it says Walgreens right on it, but I bought this from the Funko store. So Elsa Bloodstone. If you don't read Marvel Comics, you probably don't know who this is. But I would expect that within the next 5 years, you will know who she is, because she will have her own movie or Disney Plus show. I don't know why. I think they're kind of sitting on a gold mine with her. You can see here. So her deal is she's a monster hunter, a British lady. Comes from a family of monster hunters, a very complicated family. Elsa Bloodstone just has the type of personality that would translate really well to, I mean, in my opinion, a Disney Plus show. If they have a Blade movie coming out soonish, at the recording of this video at least. And Elsa, I feel like could spin off of that. If they want to go a little bit more in a horror direction, which I feel like they do, her whole thing is that she has a lot of guns and weapons and fights and kills monsters, hunts monsters. She's got kind of a foul mouth, which they would have to adapt for Disney Plus a little bit, but she is a tough lady, but funny. I could just see it being a new type of Disney Plus show that we haven't quite seen yet. Kind of like a horror comedy. I hope that happens. And if you're into collecting comic books, her first appearance, I think it's just called Bloodstone #1. I forget what year it's from, maybe the 90s or 2000s. You can still get it for a reasonable price, like less than $100. I'm talking for the first appearance of a character. It's pricey, but I have a feeling investing in her first appearance while it's affordable would be a good idea. I have not yet done that, and don't yell at me if down the line you do this and nothing ever comes of it. You know, it's all speculative, but I think I would get it just because I like to get first appearances of characters I like, and I really like Elsa Bloodstone. I think that she should have her own, like, ongoing comic. They give her one-shots in a mini-series or have her involved in other people's stories here and there. You know, I feel like she shows up once a year somewhere, but it may just be wishful thinking, but I want to see her in the MCU. So here she is, Elsa Bloodstone. I'm thrilled to have a pop vinyl of her. I'm glad, just like I said with Annihilus, that they're getting to make these pop vinyls of characters who aren't like the heavy hitters and the big kind of safe bet popular characters, but these that people don't know as well, but are, I think, kind of have a cult following. Yeah, really happy to have an Elsa Bloodstone. And that is it. This is a shorter video. Just wanted to show you those two pops. If you're enjoying these videos, I encourage you to subscribe. That helps me a lot. I hope that you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the next dig. Bye.